First of all, let's start with something complex, like a human. Humans are made out of organs, which are self-contained and fulfill a specific function in the body, such as pumping blood around or digesting food. In turn, these organs are made up of tissues, which are an organisation of similar specialised cells, which enable the organ to perform its specific task. If we put these tissues under a microscope, you'll see they are made up of tiny little cells. These cells will vary in size, but to put this into perspective, a skin cell is about 30 micrometers in length, which means you could fit about 300 in 1 millimeter. These cells are then made up of tiny little structures called organelles, which fulfill a similar role to the cell as the organs do to our body. If you put these organelles under an electron microscope, you'll see they are made up of tiny molecules. These molecules can vary in size dramatically, but a glucose molecule is about 1.5 micrometers in length, which makes them about 20 times smaller than a cell. These molecules are then made up of individual atoms, which again will vary in size, and the smallest is the hydrogen atom, which is only 53 picometers big. These atoms are then made up of a nucleus, which is surrounded by a cloud of negatively charged electrons. These cannot be seen by any microscope, partly because the size is so small, and partly because the electrons don't sit still. The nucleus of atoms are made up of positively charged particles called protons, and neutral charged particles called neutrons. The protons and neutrons are made up of smaller particles called quarks. There are 6 types of quarks which exist, and these are called the top quark, up quark, down quark, bottom quark, strange quark, and charmed quark. These quarks all have partial charges. For example, an up quark will have a positive charge of 2/3, and a down quark will have a negative charge of 1/3. It takes 3 of these quarks to make up a neutron or a proton, and a proton is made up of 2 up quarks and 1 down quark, which gives it an overall positive charge of 1. Nothing makes up these quarks, or at least nothing that we know of. It is possible that these quarks only exist because they contain energy, and so you could argue that energy makes up quarks. In which case, energy makes up everything. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give it a comment, thumbs up and subscribe, and if you want more information on this topic, please visit the link in the description.